there, thanks for joining me for a review of some vibrant energy strategies for helping yourself deal with overwhelming emotional states when you're trying to be creative and it's getting in your way, it's interfering with your ability to create. So there are 5 different places on your head that you can hold. They're called the neurovascular points, and they're all for working on the emotional level with the nervous system. So the first set I'm going to show you are actually on the back of the head. So if you're going to hold them, you're going to put your hand down at your occiput level and your other hand at your forehead. And again, 3 minutes, set your timer. This works more like a dimmer switch than flipping a switch. So 3 minutes of holding your forehead along with the low back of your head. And this is what you would work with if you were feeling fearful. The next set are for if you're feeling frustrated. Simply placing the fingertips at each side of the eyes and holding again for 3 minutes, allowing yourself to release frustration, anger, a feeling of just not being able to get ahead on whatever you're trying to work on. The next set have to do with going into a panic, and we often do panic about things that we feel like we should be getting done or we have a deadline, and the panic is the last thing we need to help us at this point. So again, forehead, this time high back of the head. So think about it this way: if you're feeling fearful, down here, when your fear rises to panic, rise up on the back of your head. Again, really set a timer. If you're in a panic state, you might need to double your dose of this. Next set is for worry, and that happens to sit on the stomach meridian, so cheekbone points. And you can also hold this along with your forehead points if you want to go like this, or place all of your fingertips here, or cover your eyes while you're at it. So when you're worrying, overthinking, getting in a loop of feedback around something that's bothering you, rehashing a conversation, use these points on the cheekbones. And then the last point is on the top of the head, and this is for grief, sorrow, sadness, a feeling of having trouble letting go. And it's right on the top of your head. If you want to augment it, you can use the palm at the forehead as well. And I just want to reiterate with all these points that we're not talking about these emotions as being bad in and of themselves. They are just emotions. They're what make us human and creative. But these are the places that you would go to give yourself aid when that emotion seems to have gotten stuck or way out of balance. And this happens to us more often than you might realize, that we're kind of running a particular emotional imbalance, and it's beginning to interfere with, first of all, the meridian work that it's associated with, the function of those meridians that are there to help you process those emotions. And then second of all, kind of an overall interference or noise in your system that makes it harder for you to just cut through the noise and do what you've set out to do, or just be who you want to be in and of yourself. So those are the emotional balancing points. And let me just add finally that you can do great things for your overall sort of nervous system vigilance, threat alert, by holding the side of the head and a 3-finger placement at the base of your throat, taking 4 nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, and even making a sound, then switching to the other side and doing the same thing. And finally, a little review of what to do when your fight or flight or freeze reaction has gotten to a sort of fever pitch. You act like you're doing the okay sign, but you put your thumb over your fingernail of your first finger. Then your 3 fingertips are going to go to your forehead and your knuckles are going to rest at the sides of the face, the temple area. And again, at least 3 minutes in this position. So you might want to do it where you can lean back or put your elbows on a desk or table, because giving it a little time is exactly what you need when you're in that kind of state. So that's the Mela Mudra. This is a triple warmer calming using the neurovasculars, and the other points I showed you are all the emotion balancing neurovascular points. All right, thanks for following, and stay tuned for the next video that's going to review the different energy strategies for helping make sure your energies are moving forward and moving in a good networking way